Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. And Richardson completes a quick one out wide. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
And it's caught. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
2nd and goal from the 1. Pacheco will take this one in. Touchdown, New York. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Nix from the shotgun. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Swatting that one away was Kayvon Thibodeau. You talk about this Jets defense. This unit currently 7th in the NFL, Charles, in stopping the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
Flushed out right. Open man is Marvin Harrison Jr. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. On 3rd down, McClary. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. The Steelers at 1-5, really struggling here to start the year. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here, and it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That one, a first down pickup of 8. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football, all right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Now it's Nix. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up second down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
To throw is Nix. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. And now an audible here into something else.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 79 Bronco.
To throw, here's Nix. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Now a handoff up the middle. McCrary. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
70 Timberwolf.
They get this out left, and he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 34.
I don't care what level of football you played. This one was a universal, wasn't it? When we were kids and we played touch football, remember we get in these positions and you just say, everybody go along and hope someone would come free.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's Allen. And he will be brought down, but a 1st and goal coming up as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. Here's Richardson to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Pacheco gets it up the gut, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
3rd down, goal to go from the 8. They'll try and run with Pacheco. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Give him 4 yards there, but they're still well short of the goal line with 4th down now looming. And his kick is right there. It's good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Now here's a throw out wide. Oh, this might be a double pass. The throw's going to be caught. And he'll be taken down after big yardage. But, folks, there is a flag down, and they're already walking this one back.
Ready, ready. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Set. Ready, ready.
Here's Nix. Oh, and that is incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10.
On the double. Track, track. Track, track.
On the handoff, it's Pacheco. And he'll work down inside the 45. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Track 60. Go.
Richardson. And his throw here is incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Now it's Richardson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Second down and a little more than a yard here. Richardson looking to throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Ready up.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Again, it's Richardson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Now the Jets will call on a field goal unit here. He connected on his first, this from 41. And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guy.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Deonte Banks with it. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Jet touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick-6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick-6.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead now stands at 13. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And that's going to be short of the landing zone. It doesn't make it there, so that means the ball's going to come out to the 40.
Trap 60. Trap 60. Ready. Ready.
A final shot before break. Nix. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
And this is what they're going to need more of. It's the 3rd quarter. You're trailing. You've got to come out with a renewed sense of purpose, and that's a nice way to kick off the drive with good yardage and a first down.
And that, boy, a dangerous throw there back across the field, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Mustang 19. Here we go. Here we go. 79 Bronco. Hup.
Back to the air with Nix. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the scoreboard and said, this is a manageable deficit, guys, but let's go ahead and start cutting it down right here. Instead, an interception happened, so a 2-possession game might become 3. So as we get going here in the second half, this could rapidly reach the point where there isn't enough time left for a comeback if their defense doesn't bail them out.
19, 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Let's go now. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
And Richardson back to throw it. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. This is caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain.
Ready, ready.
On the sneak, it's Nix. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Bo Nix with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Steelers have got it back to within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will shrink to 6. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Richardson out of the shotgun. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. Inside the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And that one puts them on top here in the third. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. From the shotgun, Richardson. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Richardson looking to throw this. Oh, he's intercepted again. It's Richardson's 3rd of the game. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they'll start in excellent field position following the INT. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, McCrary. Yeah, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. On the sneak, it's Nix. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. They'll run on 1st down. McCrary down to the 42, 2nd down. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Nix to the air. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets 16. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On 1st down, McCrary. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 3rd and 4 now. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Let's go.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. On the sneak, it's Nix. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Steelers get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. The extra point splits the uprights, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. And just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They go play action with Richardson. Sliding out of the pocket. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And next time, Brandon, I think you might want to consider running it because those defensive backs, they were plastered to the receivers, and they weren't letting up as that play went on.
The Jets on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Now Richardson. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That third down conversion good for 23.
Oh, that's a big let off there on third down because you've got to account for the running back coming out of the backfield. They didn't, and they got burned, not just for a first down, but for big yardage as well.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's complete to Adams. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Back to the air with Richardson.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Here comes 2nd down. Now Richardson. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Steelers have just about sewn up this football game.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm. What may seem a little unorthodox to some people, got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football and be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Now it looks like he'll throw here.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
2nd and 10. Throwing Nix.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Let's go. Check smash. Check smash. Mustang 19. 70 Timberwolf. Hut, hut.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 42. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Ready. 79 Bronco. Ready.
Now it's Nix.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
And the Jets are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Like all great games,